Welcome to another informative episode of Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Oluwabukola Omoni. Stay tuned.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
First up, Marketing Edge on TV is brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and on the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world.
Now on brand news. With the rising prices inevitably reducing the purchasing power of consumers, KPMG Nigeria says it anticipates that the current inflationary pressure in Nigeria will persist till the end of 2023. The report says in September 2023, headline inflation rose to 26.72%, up from 25.80% in the previous month, adding that the figure marked the 9th consecutive rise in the country's inflation rate this year. In its November report titled Macroeconomics Review First Half 2023 and Outlook for Second Half 2023, the multinational firm projected that the trend will continue till December 2023. According to KPMG, headline inflation will rise to about 30% by December this year. It noted that its model suggests that the combined influence of fuel subsidy removal and foreign exchange liberalization may drive headline inflation to about 30% by December 2023. As consumers across the country continue to lament over the escalated and persistent rise in prices of cooking gas in recent times, the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Limited (NLNG) has attributed the incessant price hike and scarcity to fluctuations in foreign exchange rates and soaring oil prices. Stating this in its recently released official statement, the firm, while blaming these factors in conjunction with domestic macroeconomic development and global influences, said these have led to a constriction in the supply of liquefied petroleum gas within the domestic market. The oil firm said the domestic LPG market, like any other, is subject to dynamic market forces and various external factors. Such factors as changes in exchange rates, escalating price benchmarks mirroring crude oil prices, and the Panama Canal drought-induced versus scarcity, impacting transport costs, especially for imported LPG, have had significant effect on energy prices in recent times. The 2023 Lagos International Trade Fair, which was held at the Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, ended with a huge price slush and impressive turnout on Sunday, 12 November. Shoppers and exhibitors who shared their experiences at the fair said it was a week of fun and excitement with exclusive discount as well as a huge boost in sales. Describing this year's fair as unusual due to the impact of the economic pressure on consumers' purchasing power, some of the exhibitors said that the engagement was commendable despite the downturn. Some shoppers also commended the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for indulging participants with a 10-day free entry this year. They noted that the strategic move spurred many buyers to revisit the fair several times within the week without fear of harassment over issuance of tickets at the entrance. In all, it was an intriguing and fulfilling experience for all participants as they look forward to next year for a more exciting fair. It was an exciting day for Flour Mills Nigeria PLC and the Golden Penny brand as they unveiled a new Golden Penny mayonnaise to create emotional value and deepen market connection with consumers. The mayonnaise brand with a payoff line, Put a Zing on It, was unveiled on 8 November 2023 in Lagos. Speaking at the unveiling ceremony, Devlin Hainsworth, Director of Foods and Commercial, Flour Mills Nigeria, said the mayonnaise brand with the payoff line, Put a Zing on It, was derived from its unique nutritional value, rich in zinc, which is not common in the company's other categories. He also said the successful feat was fueled by innovative ideas and quality teamwork.
And if you think about Zing, it's all about energy, vitality, zest. And adding that to food, be it bread or salad, brings a zing. But also the way that our technical team developed the product, it was really to make sure that our product delivered on that emotional benefit. So you get the zing, I won't say slap, but you get the very enlivening taste in terms of the mouthfeel, which goes hand in hand with the consumer benefit.
Some other member staff shared some of the values inherent in the Golden Penny mayonnaise for consumers.
I hope this product becomes really a leading brand, inspiring consumers to really be versatile, go on cooking new types of food, try new recipe. The main thing is about putting zing on your food, but it also bringing out your versatility. Yeah.
When you talk about spread quote and unquote butter in Nigeria before now, you've always known that Golden Penny. So the same way I want you to be thinking of Golden Penny on that space, also the same way I want you to be thinking of Golden Penny in this category. So I just want to delight my consumers to give them the needed products. That's the major thing on my mind.
This is Flour Mills Nigeria PLC. We go into segments where we know we can compete and win. Just pick up this product, try it, then you understand. If you've tasted mayonnaise before, this is Mayonnaise Pro Max available in Nigeria today.
The company said the move is a significant effort geared towards spearheading another fresh culinary innovation in the Nigerian competitive market.
And that was brand news. Next is Branding Focus, right after the break.
How do you add zinc to every meal? My new secret is the Golden Penny mayonnaise. A deliciously creamy mayonnaise that gives me the freedom to explore and enrich every meal with omega-3 and 6. Spread and enjoy the smooth and creamy qualities that comes with every pack of Golden Penny mayonnaise.
Golden Penny mayonnaise. Put a zing on it.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE advanced way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Coffee! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play,
I did beat the guy. We'll see about that.
It's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby in your room?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K.
Go.
And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Branding Focus. In the life of some brands, age matters. In the life of others, age appears not to matter the most. What matters is brand equity. But for the GlaxoSmithKline brand, one that has remained a long-standing and an influential player with a robust equity and age-long brand promise, its destiny has been challenged by the bedeviling hand of fate and fortune that have all marked the Nigerian corporate community. GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Nigerian PLC, whose embodiment emblazoned consumer well-being, has remained a science-led global healthcare company with a special purpose and cardinal points which revolve around helping people do more, feel better, and live longer. For the past 51 years, the company has intentionally taken care of Nigerians with quality products and unparalleled health research to ensure the well-being of all. GSK, as it is popularly known, was established in 1951 as a healthcare company that researches, develops and manufactures pharmaceutical medicines, vaccines, and consumer healthcare products. No doubt, it has been a turbulent journey for most companies who operate in the hostile and uneasy terrain of the Nigerian economy that is filled with sharks and other dangerous predators. Nigerian business environment has become a place of the survival of the fittest, haunted by various regulatory orders as well as infrastructural gaps and bottlenecks, which include high cost of production, incessant fluctuation of foreign exchange, which is metamorphosed into a significant deterrent for both business operators and investors. The negative impact of the economy has demonstrated that only the paranoid survive when it is armed with agility in an unfathomable economy. Today, GSK, an international company that has become local for the love of its consumers, is exiting Nigeria. This is not the first time a legacy company has left the shores of Nigeria for various economic reasons. According to a newspaper report, in the last 5 years, two of the biggest manufacturing companies that closed down their manufacturing plants are Procter & Gamble and GlaxoSmithKline. Remember that GlaxoSmithKline kicked off with the name Beecham Limited in 1972 when it blazed the trail with grits and guts as a market leader in the nutritional healthcare and the pharmaceutical segments, while gaining strong market penetration and unparalleled traction across many families. All through these years, GSK's main focus has mainly revolved around two reportable segments: the consumer healthcare segment, which consists of oral care, over-the-counter medicines, and nutritional healthcare, and the pharmaceutical segment, consisting of vaccines and prescription drugs. Reiterating that all necessary legal proceedings will be met as regards employees and shareholders, the company, after 51 years today, proudly has over 290 employees on its payroll. Welcome back. Next is Industry Conversation, where we usually have discussions with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. We'll be having the concluding part of our conversation with Damola Richard Salvador. Join me after the break.
Where is Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Glow! Oh, where Glow now?
I dare here.
Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer abi.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow dedicated 10x. Now he might they take tension my customers. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even summer me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 when they give all of us, so you they enjoy up to 15,000 naira credit and data.
And I say I never finish you. See, when I say if we enjoy, if we not join Glow dedicated 10x, when I go get 1,000 naira welcome credit. Finish.
Glow, you don't win.
Una see they here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow with they fine. Now Glow with they go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow Berekete 10X. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
When great minds meet, great ideas inspire and transform a great nation. Yes, wherever you are, National Advertising Conference is back.
So, join us. Let's share emerging perspectives on how brand narratives are developing talents, inspiring alternatives, and supporting a more creative economy. Theme: Marketing Communication as an enabler of national transformation.
Yes, Abuja will be on standstill from December 6th to 8th, 2023. Venue: International Conference Center, Abuja. Time: 9 a.m. each day.
Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2023. Let's engage marketing communications for national transformation.
Turn up, let's turn the nation around.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
You won an award at Marketing Edge Award, and so as your agency. Tell us, what does this award at the national level, what does it mean for you? What does it mean for your agency? And what does it mean for your clients?
Okay. I think, awards are a good way to show that, what you're doing is recognized. Apart from that, if you're not measuring what you do, there has to be a benchmark to measure success. The same way like when you run marketing campaigns, you have KPIs. So a good KPI also for the industry would be the awards that you win. Clients want to know that they're working with the right agency. They want to see how they're doing compared to competition as well. So for us, it's quite rewarding to know that the work that we're doing behind the scenes in terms of coming up with creative ideas, in terms of our content strategy, going all the way to deployment, that it's been recognized nationwide as well. And also, it's quite rewarding for the staff as well and the team to know that, the things that they are doing are recognized as well.
Okay, great. So let's talk about the regulatory environment in Nigeria's advertising industry. What is your view of the current regulatory situation?
Okay, so I'll say I have mixed feelings on it. So as a creative person, there are a number of things that people are looking to include. So for example, the social media bill. I think it just needs to be balanced. So there are elements of it that can restrict creativity. So I think it's a good thing in terms of, maybe for example, AI. You see that in Europe now, there are regulations coming up. We saw that in America, the Congress took, some of the big platforms to court, basically questioning ethics and the things that they do. So, regulation is not a bad thing. The major thing is as far as it's not restricting creativity. We've seen some nice policies from ACON as well, protecting agencies as well. So for me, I'll just say as far as, the regulations are not hindering creativity and allowing people, stay daring, and still do disruptive things.
Okay, great. So let's talk about pitch fee. Now, how impactful would you say ISOP has been, helping in promoting pitch fee for agencies?
All right. So I think the pitching fee is a good one because it's quite frustrating a lot, especially for agencies when you spend so much time brainstorming, putting ideas together. Sometimes you see clients use the ideas that you have without paying anything. So I think it will mean that before clients call agencies for pitches, they are sure that they actually want to work with the agencies, and also it motivates the agencies to put in their best work as well. So I believe it's a win-win for both, clients and also agencies as well.
Great. So let's talk about your projections for your agency. What are your projections for your agency, the industry, and strategic stakeholders?
Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, we live in a very dynamic country. So things are changing every day. I'll say the prediction now is, agencies and agency stakeholders need to be as creative as never before. It's been interesting to see that the new government has a minister for digital media and the likes, new media and the likes. That's interesting to see how that pans out. I believe that it would help the creative space as well. It would be good to see more funding for agencies, the bodies, advertising bodies as well, have industry events I think collaboration would be a very important part, partnerships and collaborations across the agency and across stakeholders.
Okay, so tell us, who is Damola Richard Salvador?
Okay, so I'm a shark, like I like to say, because we like to call ourselves sharks here in DigiSplash. So I am daring, I'm disruptive, I'm intuitive, and I am wavy. Apart from that, I love God and I love people. I like to say that, we, as a person, you only live once. And I'm trying to market, I help brands stand out in a crowded ocean. So every one of us, there's something unique about us. It's the same thing with every brand. I don't really believe in competition. I believe in distinction. So basically every brand has their unique story, and I'm on a mission to help everyone, tell that story.
Talking about that mission, did you come into the advertising creative business deliberately or by happenstance?
All I've ever done, so in terms of my experience, is work in the digital space, or in the marketing space. So that's all I've done. So since NYSC, my first job was in a digital agency, and I've worked with a full media agency until I started mine. So I would say it's quite deliberate. I've always known that I was passionate about marketing and advertising. My dad used to be in the same space as well. He led Nigerian distilleries years ago as well. So I'll probably say it's in the blood and it's in the training as well.
Okay, great. What's your most memorable experience about the creative advertising business?
Okay, so I've worked with a number of interesting brands. So Guinness, the Diageo brands, Suntory, Ribena, Lucozade, Coca-Cola. I think one of the interesting things for me is working across different kinds of brands. So pension brands, finance brands, government, a lot of different kind of things. So one of the interesting things about marketing and advertising is you get to work across different sectors, which makes it quite interesting. You learn new things. I'll say that's one exciting thing about me, about the industry in general. In terms of rewarding, for me, I would say it's, I like to teach. So I think it's in the people that are produced over the years. So people that have worked with me, I think the first award that I was part of was the Young Lions Award in 2018. And it was nice to see that, members of my team, 2 of them won it. So for me, it was also good to see that some of the things that I'm teaching people as well, that they're able to use and,
Okay, so what would be your opinion about agency partnership and how it can be used to navigate challenges in the industry?
All right. The example I would like to give of that is, most of the top companies globally, you notice that even in terms of ownership, Steve Jobs only owned, I don't think he owned up to 10% of Apple. So, and Apple is number one in terms of, is the number one company in the world in terms of valuation. So it shows that, partnership is the best way to live your life. In terms of our agency and the sector, partnerships are always good. There are areas that people are better than you. So if you're a creative agency, you could always partner with media agencies until you build your own capacity for that, if that's something that you're strong at doing. So, partnership is important. We partner with our clients to get them the best results. Why not? Why can't agencies also partner? Yeah, that's part of the reasons that things that moved us to joining AAA. We want to partner with agencies as well.
Awesome. So just before I let the shark go, what is your professional and entrepreneurial advice for aspiring practitioners?
Okay, what I'll say is the same thing I say in-house is be valuable. Don't try to be successful. Try to be valuable. So value is recognized in any country, in anything that you do. The Bible also says that see a man diligent in his work to stand before kings and not mere men. So I think it's the same thing when it comes to agencies and anything you do. A lot of people now, there's something that young people say that I can't come and kill myself. But that kind of mindset doesn't help you become valuable. So if you are valuable to your clients, you're valuable to society, you're valuable to the country, or in whatever you do, you stand out. It's easy for people to recommend valuable things. Everybody recognizes value. So, for example, when people talk about being disadvantaged, for example, women, But if you're a talented woman, people forget your gender. If you're good at what you do, people forget your age. So it's the same thing. So I'll say, go for value, take time and learn, work, find mentors, learn from them, and give value in whatever you do and whatever you go. So for your clients, it's not just about the rewards. People will reward you if you give them value. So you don't need to clamor and overemphasize costs and fees and all those things. If you're giving your clients value. So for example, you're doing a digital campaign and they're getting app downloads. You don't need to tell them. They'll give you a retainer. You don't need to beg for a retainer. Just offer value. So I'll say that's basically my advice in a nutshell.
Okay, great. And so you've heard it. Offer value. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Marketing Edge on TV. See you same time next week. Bye.